Have you ever watched a BTS behind-the-scenes video expecting to focus on the project itself, only to end up completely distracted by Taehyung and Jungkook? Because that's exactly what happened during the BTS X Oreo campaign. What was supposed to be one of BTS's biggest commercial collaborations quickly became a hot topic among fans for an entirely different reason. As clips from the filming set began circulating online, ARMY noticed something that immediately caught their attention. No matter where the members were standing, no matter how busy the set became, no matter how many cameras or staff members were around, Taehyung and Jungkook somehow seemed to find their way back to each other again and again. And before anyone knew it, social media was flooded with discussions, edits, reaction videos, and fan theories. People weren't just watching the commercial anymore. They were studying every second of the behind-the-scenes footage, looking for details, looking for reactions, looking for moments they may have missed. And honestly, there were a lot of moments to talk about. Before we continue, remember that this video is based entirely on fan observations and interpretations. Nothing discussed here should be considered confirmed information about the artists' private lives. Now, let's dive in. Welcome back to Taekook fans. The BTS X Oreo collaboration was massive. This wasn't just another photo shoot. This wasn't just another brand deal. It was a global campaign featuring one of the biggest music groups on the planet. The production involved huge sets, multiple cameras, complex lighting setups, and a packed filming schedule. Everyone on set had a job to do. Everyone had a responsibility. Everything was carefully planned. Yet despite all that organization, some of the moments fans ended up talking about most weren't part of the official script at all. They happened in between takes, during breaks, during moments when the members thought nobody was paying attention. And that's exactly why fans found them so fascinating. One of the first things viewers noticed was how often Taehyung and Jungkook appeared close to each other throughout the filming process. Now, BTS members have known each other for years. They're incredibly close. That's not unusual. But many fans felt there was something especially comforting about the way these two interacted during the Oreo project. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't designed to attract attention. Instead, it felt natural. And sometimes those are the moments that leave the biggest impact. A simple smile, a quick glance, a reaction that lasts less than a second. Yet somehow fans notice every single one. And once ARMY notices something, you can be sure it's going to be replayed thousands of times. One clip in particular generated a lot of discussion online. During a break in filming, the members were waiting for the next setup. Staff members moved equipment. Directors reviewed footage. Everyone seemed focused on work. But in the middle of all that activity, fans noticed Taehyung and Jungkook sharing a quiet interaction. Nothing huge happened, yet people couldn't stop talking about it. Why? Because it felt genuine. The kind of moment that can't really be scripted. The kind of moment that makes people smile without even realizing it. And that became a recurring theme throughout the entire project. Again and again, viewers noticed moments that felt authentic. Not perfect, not polished, just real. As filming continued, the atmosphere on set appeared relaxed and positive. The members laughed together, joked together, supported each other, and many fans pointed out that Taehyung and Jungkook seemed especially comfortable in each other's presence. Whenever one of them laughed, viewers often found themselves checking the other's reaction. Whenever one spoke, fans looked to see who was listening. Whenever one appeared tired, people noticed who seemed concerned. These are the kinds of details that dedicated ARMY members love analyzing. And during the BTS X Oreo era, there was certainly no shortage of material. Another interesting aspect was the reaction of the other BTS members. Many viewers observed that RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, and Jimin appeared completely at ease throughout the filming process. The atmosphere felt warm, friendly, supportive. The members seemed comfortable teasing each other, laughing together, and simply enjoying the experience. For longtime fans, that dynamic was one of the most beautiful parts of the project. Because at the end of the day, BTS has always been about teamwork. It's always been about trust. And it's always been about supporting one another through every challenge. That energy was visible throughout the Oreo campaign, and fans absolutely loved seeing it. As more behind-the-scenes footage surfaced, discussions became even more intense. People started creating compilations, reaction videos, slow-motion edits, frame-by-frame analyses. Some fans focused on body language, others focused on facial expressions. Some paid attention to who stood next to whom, others focused on moments that lasted only a few seconds. What made it fascinating was that everyone seemed to notice something different. One fan would point out a smile, another would point out a glance. Someone else would notice a reaction happening in the background. Before long, entire communities were discussing the same clips from completely different perspectives. And that's one of the reasons BTS content remains so engaging. Every fan experiences it differently. Every fan notices different details. Every fan creates their own interpretation. The BTS X Oreo project became the perfect example of that. One person saw a funny interaction. Another saw a touching friendship moment. Another saw something meaningful that reminded them why they became a fan in the first place. And none of those interpretations were wrong, because the emotional connection people feel toward BTS is deeply personal. The project also highlighted something fans have appreciated for years: the incredible chemistry between BTS members. Not chemistry created for cameras, not chemistry created for marketing, but chemistry built through years of living, training, performing, and growing together. That's something you simply can't fake. And it showed throughout the campaign. Whether they were filming, waiting, laughing, or preparing for the next scene, the connection between the members felt genuine. Fans could feel it, and audiences responded to it immediately. Another reason these moments became so memorable is because of contrast. When viewers watch a polished commercial, they expect professionalism. Everything is controlled, everything is edited, everything looks perfect. But behind-the-scenes footage reveals something different. It reveals humanity. It reveals imperfections. It reveals spontaneous moments that weren't part of the plan. And often those moments become more memorable than the official content itself. That's exactly what happened here. The commercial was successful. The campaign was successful. But many fans found themselves returning to the behind-the-scenes footage over and over again. Not because they were looking for advertisements, but because they were looking for moments. Moments that made them laugh. Moments that made them smile. Moments that reminded them why they love BTS. And perhaps that's the biggest reason the Oreo project continues to be discussed today. It wasn't just about promoting a product. It became another opportunity for fans to see the personalities they admire, to see friendships, to see support, to see the unique bond that has connected BTS members for so many years. As time passed, the clips continued spreading across social media. New edits appeared every week. New discussions emerged. And fans kept discovering details they hadn't noticed before. Even now, many ARMY members continue revisiting those videos. Not because they're searching for answers, but because the footage simply makes them happy. And in a world that often feels stressful and overwhelming, moments like that matter. A smile matters. A laugh matters. A genuine interaction matters. BTS has always had a unique ability to create those feelings. And the BTS X Oreo project was no exception. Years from now, fans may not remember every scene from the commercial. They may not remember every product shot, but they'll remember how the behind-the-scenes footage made them feel. They'll remember the laughter, the friendship, the energy, and the countless Taehyung and Jungkook moments that inspired endless conversations throughout the fandom.
So what do you think?
Which BTS X Oreo moment was your favorite? Did you notice any interactions that everyone else seemed to miss? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more Taekook content. Thank you for watching, Taekook fans. We'll see you in the next video.